Papa. 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 It's weird how when they came over here, they stopped calling me Papa. 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 They always used to say. And I'd be like, shut up, I play Call of Duty, drinking Jack Daniels. Used to play Call of Duty in the middle of the night until like 4 o'clock in the morning and drink like a half a bottle of Jack Daniels.
Damn, dude, you used to be so cool. What happened?
Yeah, I know. I don't know what happened. I realized that drinking alcohol was ruining my life, and to be a better father and husband, I decided to stop drinking.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still planning like a glorious way to ruin my life. So it's like
heroin.
Well, maybe not heroin, but you know what I mean. Like normally you do like
sex.
normally you do like slow cycles of ruining your life.
Yeah.
So like you only ruin it a little bit, but the longer you wait from the last time you ruined your life, the bigger it's gonna be. So this next time I ruin my life is gonna be huge. It's gonna be me dying.
Dude, I haven't even recovered from the last time I've ruined my life. I haven't even made my life good yet.
What do you
still
mean?
On the last ruin.
You think you're pretty good? You're a pretty good guy. You're a good boy.
This might be the worst I've ever done in my entire life.
Yeah.
Dude.
SexMonkeyDungeon. Chris Barrett and
Me, dude.
yeah,
The guy.
the guy. That's already a podcast thing.
The man.
We're gonna have. I want
The
to.
one.
Gonna
The
have
only me.
I was gonna invite him to come on here one time. They're
The
called
guy?
Guido and the Guy. Their podcast.
Oh, okay.
We never went there together, did we?
No, I was supposed to, and then I canceled.
Yeah. Well, we should go. We can go on there.
I was
whenever
too busy
we want.
getting paid to do comedy, dude.
too busy.
I was too busy
getting cool guy.
I was too busy getting paid $10 to do stand-up comedy. I was kind of a big deal, dude.
It's all the same, dude.
I'm getting two $5 bills a night. I'm kind of killing it.
I got paid $150 to drive 11 hours away, stay in 2 hotels that I paid for with my own money, and then drive 11 hours home. So yeah,
You get it, dude.
it's the same thing.
It's called the grind.
It's called the grind. Oh boy. But that's how it is. That pretty much, it's like a hobby that pays for itself at this point, right?
No.
It's not paying for itself.
No, I'm definitely in the hole. You know how many thousands
Is that
of
what you call the
dollars-
basement, or?
Yeah, dude, that's the basement I live in.
I call it the hole.
The hole. I know, I'm definitely in the hole.
You still
man.
have that Jasmine?
Yeah, I have my Jasmine cutout. It's right next to my Cinderella cutout.
And are you frequently masturbating looking at those?
No, Jasmine's 15, dude.
Is she 15?
I think someone told me that.
Oh boy, no.
I brought it up to someone, like Jasmine's like 15. I was like, well, I can't make that joke anymore.
Well, they're all. I think they're all
all
like underaged.
Yeah, because that's how that would work for that
Disney
time period.
princesses. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not trying to fuck these Disney princesses.
No.
My nieces got them for me. It's sweet, but I can't wait because I do in my storage. I have a cutout of Danny DeVito.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so eventually, when I lay out my own new place, it's gonna be Danny DeVito cut out with the 2 Disney princess, and I'm like, "This is Danny DeVito and his hose. This is Danny DeVito with the hose."
Do you have? Do you do those long, dragged out, like set up prank or like bit type things that have like
Be more specific.
Okay, that have a small payoff just for you. Do you ever do any of those types of things?
All right. Well, here's the closest thing I've ever done to something like that, where I did a prank I made my family get in on me, but it was also like a payoff I would never see, and it's so minuscule, but I thought it was funny. Is that we used to go up to this place in Rose City, my family did a vacation every year, called Island Lake, and there's this resort, and that was like our family tradition. Every 4th of July week, we'd rent out these cabins on this resort. We'd like rent out like basically the whole resort.
Okay.
And like all my family would stay at all these different cabins.
Like extended family too and shit, right?
It's not like so like
cousins,
as we
uncles,
got
and
we got
shit?
older, it went down. But at one point, it was like grandparents in one. We had uncles in one, aunts. It was like all of our family was there, siblings in another. You know, cousins would be there, kind of shit. It was fucking awesome. It's some of my favorite childhood memories.
Yeah.
One of the last times we were there because shit happened. I don't want to go into all the details. Blah blah blah. It went down for a year where it wasn't running. We went somewhere else.
Okay.
And it opened back up because new owners got it, and we started going there. But it was less. It was more of my more immediate family, like my siblings and stuff, and my parents. And then now it's done, so we're never going back there again. Sad face, right?
Sad face.
But it's like it's been always part of my life. Like this one resort, just because that was our yearly family vacation. We did the same vacation
Something
every year.
reliable that you can always
And it
count
was even
on.
more about the location. It was just more of like, it was just 7 days out on a lake where me and my family just hung out for 7 days together, a whole week.
Got away from the daily life.
Yes. So one of the last days we were there for the last time, we go on this hike, and we're hiking through all these woods and shit like that. And then like you sometimes go on the streets of like the other people that live in this like very remote area, like out in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
And someone just was throwing away a picnic bench
Okay.
and said free on it. And if you know anything about Island Lake Resort, they had a beach front. They had this little like fake beach that they had there with sand, like a playground, like a fire pit, and then some picnic tables for people saying. I thought this was a great idea. I'm like, dude, let's all grab this picnic table. We'll walk it back to the house. So I got a bunch of me and the dudes to walk it all the way back to this resort and then add it to all the other shit.
Okay.
And I'm like, dude, one day he's going to sit here and he goes, did we only have 4 picnic tables? Like not, I don't know, like, I think that's one of the funniest things I've ever done. Like, it's a punchline I'm never going to
shit out of somebody.
Never, a punchline I'm never going to see. He's never going to really probably calculate, but he's going to be this thing. He goes, I swear we only had 4 picnic tables, right?
Yeah, like
I think
that's
that's one of my-
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's like one of my
Where
favorite pranks I've ever
so much
thought
shit
of.
effort into it just for a small little like, didn't I?
And that I wasn't even going to see because it's going to be like,
Right.
it's going to be like a month before he even really like counts the picnic tables.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
he goes, I thought we had 4.
Yeah, we did. Me and a buddy of mine would do shit like that in the middle of the night. We took hanging flowers off the porch of somebody, went across the street, and hung up on the neighbors, so that the person gets up in the morning, they get their newspaper, and they're like, "Where's my flowers?" And they look across the street, they see the neighbors have the exact same
rules, dude.
like the neighbors stole the flowers, honey. It's the same one, And
Dude,
then,
that's just classic. That's like next level pranks of just slightly gaslighting people.
yeah, yeah.
It's just slightly gaslighting people as a prank to feel crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it rules.
I
I wish
had
I
a-
was better. My older brother, he's better at pranks than me. He would just do stuff like he'd just like walk the street over with his friends and then just take a shit on like the sidewalk leading up to their house.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's incredible. I think that's legendary. Of just like them walking down and they like, because like a lot of people don't even use their front sidewalk that leads, like if you have one of those sidewalks that leads to your front door to the sidewalk,
Yeah.
no one really uses
Just walk
that.
across grass.
Well,
or
usually
whatever,
they go out the side door to their part,
Yeah.
so but it probably would take a while for you to notice, like till the next time you're
there's
mowing.
human feces.
Yeah, or here's the funny part: they just think it's dog.
They
And
just
then-
think somebody took a shit.
and then
yeah,
you
dog shit.
gaslight someone to clean up another person's shit. It's one of my favorite bits I've ever. My brother did that when he was like a teenager, and I'm like, that's still one of my favorite jokes I've ever heard of anyone doing ever.
All right, so me and a buddy of mine were chatting on AOL Instant Messenger to another buddy of ours.
And you pretended to be an adult man.
No, that story is in our test thing that we will eventually release someday. It's without video.
I got beer all over me. Fuck.
So we were chatting with him, and he was at his grandma's house. He was living with her part of the time, and we're like, "Yeah, we're gonna come over." He's like, "Don't come over. My grandma's sleeping. Don't come over." I'm like, "We're already there, buddy. We're fucking coming over. We're there." And he's like looking out his window, and he's like, "You guys aren't here. Just shut the fuck up." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Yeah, we just spray painted Gullible on your driveway," and he's like, "I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna go check. Right? I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb." We ended up driving over there and
then-
spray painting Gullible in his fucking grandma's driveway. Well, it wasn't in the driveway directly. It was like in front on the street, in front of the driveway. And then came back to my house and talking to him some more. And we're like, no, we seriously spray painted Gullible. Finally got him to look. He's like, if I go out there and it's not there, I'm going to be pissed. If it's there, I'm going to be pissed. So he went out and it said gullible in front of his thing.
That's fucking good. That's actually way smarter than the shit I did. Like,
Yeah.
I would go out and do like certain pranks, like, you know, like the normal shit where it's like you're doing toilet papering,
throwing snowballs at kids when they get out of school.
No, I'm talking about like when you like go late
Smashing
at night with
snowman.
Your friends. No,
Oh.
I'm talking about like, you know, TPing a house.
Oh yeah.
So me and some people, sorry, that was my phone. We're TPing like this person. We stayed at some kid's house. We TP'd another kid who lived like remotely within walking distance for kids there. Not close, probably like a mile or whatever. And then we were like trying to like, we didn't bring enough shit to do all this other stuff. So we're trying to like think of other ways to fuck with them.
Yeah.
So it's like we took the rocks from their like, they had like one of those like rock landscapes. And then we just made a barrier of rocks at the end of their driveway. So that they would either like when they wake up the next morning, they have to,
had to move them
to
run 'em
drive.
over.
Yeah. And then I elevated it to a point where I'm like, dude, this is going to be funny. And I went in their mailbox and I just ripped up all their mail and threw it all over the lawn. And I was like, yeah, dude. No.
That's a federal crime, actually.
Yeah, exactly. We should probably leave now. I'm like, dude, this is going to be hilarious.
So
Just taking mail and ripping it into like shred. I'm like, I'm going to fucking litter the yard with all their ripped up mail. And everyone was like, I think you went too far on that one.
Yeah, that's like
Why had the
you're
worst?
like the guy like let's give him a wedgie, and you're like let's stab him.
Dude, yeah, I know. I was meant.
You're
Dude,
like
my
let's
pranks-
saw his head off.
I was the worst at pranks in high school. I remember I went to this one high school party for this kid. And he's a rich kid, and we weren't really cool, but I just got invited just because everyone was, you know, kind of thing.
Yeah, one
And
of those.
I'm at it, and I'm like, this will be funny. So what I did was I stole a family portrait off their fridge. And then I go out in the back where a bunch of us were going to smoke cigarettes and joints and shit like that, you know, be cool. And I'm like, guys, check this out. And I pull out this family picture that was on the fridge. And then I light it on fire.
Oh.
And then I pissed it out.
Oh, God. So everybody's like.
And everyone thought it was. No,
was
this is
funny
the
at
bullshit
first.
part. Everyone thought it was hilarious, and then some of those fucking people snitched, dude.
Oh,
Some of
those
them were.
pieces of shit.
Everyone was laughing. We all thought it was funny because it was so overboard. I'm 11 when I do those kind of pranks, dude. I'm Spinal Tap again, dude. I'm 110% on this shit. It's very meta, dude. Someone takes a family portrait off your fucking fridge, burns it, and pisses it out.
Yeah.
Incredible.
So this one, me and my buddy Bob. Shout out Bob if he's probably not watching this. He's like, fuck you. But we used to drive around and just look for shit to do. This one neighborhood, they got these free newspapers, and they were in plastic bags, and they would hang them on everybody's like mailbox. Yeah. We went around and we collected every single one that we could. So we had to have at least over 80 in my van that I just had in the back. And number one, the first thing is as we're like taking the last of them, I went to go snatch one, and the person in the house saw us and chased us like crazy, driving like around neighborhoods, flying around corners to get away from this dude. Pull into somebody else's driveway, shut the lights off, and then he drives by like fucking, you know, movie style get away.
Dude, that reminds me. Have you ever seen The Dark Knight?
Yes.
Do you know what my favorite part about that movie is?
Which part?
It's when Batman's running away from the. I think it's the funniest thing that I don't think enough people bring up in like cinematic history. Batman's running away from the cops, right?
Yeah.
And he's getting, you know, the cops are all chasing him, helicopters, shit. And then he goes into like a bridge, you know, like one of those like tunnels. Yeah. And he goes stealth mode to the Batmobile, and all it is the headlights turn off. Like if you pay attention to the movie,
all the things,
stealth mode is just the headlights are now off. And I used to joke around with my friends all the time when we drive around and do bad things. I'd go stealth mode, and I'd turn off the headlights to the car.
Right. So now we got these newspapers, right? We got over 80 newspapers. We drove to a friend's house that I knew, and we delivered all 80 of those on his lawn. So he was Italian, so he had like really Italian parents. He said his dad was so fucking pissed in the morning. So they woke up to get their newspaper, and their lawn has over 80 fucking newspapers on their like the fucking newspaper boy had a stroke. It was just paper. paper.
Dude, your shit's so much more clever than what was going on for us.
Oh, we did a lot of bad, like regular dumb, like bad.
Like
mean
I'm thinking
stuff.
of like me and my buddy Evan one time. I bullied him into doing some like prank shit. We were doing this like again. Think of this as like fucking It's in the middle of summer, so it's probably like 3:00 in July.
Yeah,
right?
that was always the best time to do a shit. Warm summer night.
So what I did is I just went to the fucking local supermarket. I bought a carton of eggs. And then what we would do is we were driving down side streets.
Yeah.
And then we'd wait till a car was just parked on the road and you just throw an egg at its windshield. But it was no one actually was targeted.
Yeah.
So then you would just drive like another mile and then do it to another road. Like you just hit a couple and then just drive away.
Yeah, well.
And it was like, dude, I don't even know who that was for. Like at that point, it was just rebellious to be rebellious. Yeah. And like he was the kind of guy, he's like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, you fucking do it. God damn it.
Do it, you fucking bitch.
Pussy, you pussy.
Yeah.
Well, dude, like, even the people who pranked us, I remember growing up. One time we got sort of TP'd, but actually like the big things they did is they brought paint and they painted a swastika on our garage door. And then they just threw shit all over our garage doors. So there's a bunch of just, human shit or dog shit. It's just all the most disrespectful. This is the craziest thing they did. They fucking painted a swastika on the back of my dad's truck.
Oh shit! Where did you guys live again?
Saginaw.
Okay, yeah.
But it was
in us then. No.
It was like there was the difference, dude. It was the difference is like I think like the people in like the whole community, like me and my brother, we weren't even trying to be clever. We were trying to just do the most disrespectful shit possible. Like that was so much funnier than like trying to like do look at this clever prank. It was like no, just do the most disrespectful thing you could possibly do that fucks people up. Like they painted a swastika on our fucking house, dude.
Well, that's why I'm only telling you the clever ones. We did a lot of fucked up ones. Like a buddy of mine threw an American flag on a pole through somebody's fucking front bay window.
That's tight, dude. That's a cool guy.
In the fucking middle of the night. And then for the longest time, we called him the Patriot. Because, dude, if you could have just seen like the action of him running up with this American flag, throwing it like a javelin, and it going through this huge bay window. We're talking like 3:00 in the morning. What the fuck is that? Oh, is it?
I don't know. That just started.
I think it's that. I don't think it's anything to do with our.
It's outside of us.
It's my my refrigerator. I could just unplug that. I'm just gonna unplug it in the middle of it. Talk about something.
Do you ever do you ever prank? Like, do you ever have sleepovers as a kid?
Yes, of course.
And then you prank whoever falls asleep first.
Yes.
Okay, so mine is that we're very similar, but like we weren't clever or smart. We were all fucking idiots. So our whole thing was just sticking food into people's orifices, like sticking Twizzlers in their nose. And like I think the funniest, dumbest thing we ever did was the same guy were like putting all this food and shit until like you just kept adding until they'd wake up. The dumbest thing we did is we took one of those fun size Snickers, those little bites.
Yeah.
And we just taped it to a guy's neck. Like it doesn't even make sense as a prank. Like it makes zero sense. You just scotch tape a Snickers to your neck.
Like what is this? Yeah. What the fuck? What is a Snickers?
Yeah, dude, it doesn't even make.
We got you.
Yeah, got you bad, dummy.
Drew also put his penis in your mouth.
Yeah, Drew also liked to fucking teabag you.
You fucked your mouth. We had a girl that was going around. She was blowing passed out dudes.
Yeah, what a prank.
It wasn't a prank. It was
hot.
No,
it was rape is what it was.
Yes, it was rape. It happened
by
to
all technicality.
Happened to a couple people where they were like, she was not a girl that people were into. I'll just say that.
Okay, so they were upset.
That's the most progressive way I could say it. I don't want to say anything about her physical features.
It was one of those things where when people found out she's blowing it, they were mad about it. They weren't like stoked they were getting blown.
Yeah, they woke up like mid blowjob, all passed out. Like, why is this happening?
But they're chubbed out a little bit.
I guess at some point you're just like, all right, well,
your body.
What's happened has happened. Now make it to the end,
dude. No matter who's blowing you, you're gonna, if you're in dream state,
yeah,
you're gonna feel that sensation, and then you're gonna have dreams about like the number one person you'd ever want to blow you, blowing you in that.
It just reminded me of I've already talked about this to one of my other buddies on a different podcast, but I'm going to bring it up. I was in Iraq, and I was alone. We had a 3-bed trailer.
You wake
type
up
thing.
to a dude sucking you off?
No. So I woke up, and it was one of those times when you wake up and it's like really slow. So like you come very slowly out of like a dream state, and I come out of this dream state, and I'm pulling on my dick, and it's soft. So it's completely.
I like how you showed your point.
Because it's soft.
It's 2 fingers.
Yeah, because it's soft.
Dude, I don't care. I'm still man.
So you're gonna be like, yeah, pulling on my soft cock, like 12-inch soft cock.
No, it's not. You fucking stretching that shit like taffy. What are you talking about? I've never fucking jerked my dick, dude. It's full hand, just fucking rabbit. Also, I get hard fast.
So
I don't
I'm
have to
fucking
work
anyway.
it up, dude. I'm like, I slap it a little couple times.
Pulling on my super soft dick as I'm coming out of this dream state
with 2 fingers.
With 2 fingers, because it's extremely soft.
Yeah, that's why.
There is somebody, something, some type of
creature, a
thing in the room with me, and it's going, yeah, do it. And as I like become almost fully aware, I came with a soft, like my dick was not hard. I came even though it was soft.
It's all mental, dude. You heard a fucking being from the shadows.
Yeah, like a succubus, right? Isn't that what they say succubuses are? They come and they fuck men in their sleep?
Well, yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, but this was not a thing. This was just another bunkmate.
No, I got up and there was nobody there. There was nobody there.
Okay, like, so you had a paralysis demon tell you to fucking...
giving me jerk-off instructions, yes.
Oh, that's why you're into the JOI now, dude.
Well, I've always been in the JOI.
I've always been part of the JOI community.
Come on, what is wrong with that? For me to sit there and imagine...
I didn't say there was anything wrong.
This woman is talking to me.
Did I shame you?
She's giving me instructions.
I didn't shame you.
I'm trying to get you on my side with the joy.
No, it's kind of hot. I get it.
And then,
I mean, I'm just saying I'd rather just be
always
fucking the lady. I'd rather fuck the lady.
Yeah, but when you're watching a porn, you like I get distracted by it being another dude, even if it's like POV.
Well, that's why I only watch POV.
I can't watch POV because
their penis is so much better than yours.
No,
that's what it is.
No,
you're just looking at this dick that's so much better than yours.
All right,
there's no way it could be my penis.
I'm gonna prove to you right now.
Come on, fucking throw it out, big dog.
Not in the fucking dungeon.
No, that's why when people always say this, I could never believe that this penis is my penis.
It's just I
watch black POV. I pretend to be a black guy.
Did I tell you VR?
I like pretending to be a black guy.
I did the VR. I did the VR Joy. And I did the VR Joy, and you can look around the entire room because they've got one of those 360 cameras recording the entire thing.
I don't really like the decorations in this room.
Yeah, so like it is weird. You're like, yeah, this is kind of shitty. But then you turn back, you can see the chick and everything. I looked down, and it was like a Puerto Rican guy with a huge cock. And because it's virtual reality, for a second you're like, what? And then you're like, oh yeah. But you know what I mean? For a minute you're like in it.
That's a weird thing. You'd think if they're making that I've never done the VR stuff. You'd think they'd make more VR of like hot ladies blowing dudes with tiny penises.
Yeah.
So they can get into it more, into the immersion of it.
I'd like to see what it'd be like having a small penis.
Yeah, you'd like to see, right?
So, yeah, I'd like to know what it's like for one of those poor guys with a small
Yeah, you'd have no idea what that's like.
Well, hey,
I'm just saying, like, right?
Well, what's the rumors going around? Hey, what's the rumors going around about me and my hot wife, huh? It's obviously not my face.
Shut up, okay?
Right?
We're not talking about you right now.
How did we get... There's rumors got to be going around. How did Chris get his hot wife?
I get it.
What are the rumors? Tell me.
Tell me
the secrets. Tell me the secrets. What do they say?
That she needed a green card. That was...
So she waited 12 years.
Yeah. She played the long game, dude.
She played the super long game.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing. It is baffling to me that they don't make more small penis porn.
There's shame porn, definitely.
Yeah, but it's all shame, right?
Yeah.
Like, isn't it? Like, I'm
Look
surprised.
at your small penis. Ah.
There's no guy out there that would like to just see like a dude with a small dick having sex with a girl and her acting like he's awesome. Like, how isn't that a level of porn yet? Or a more you know what I'm saying? Or is it just like small dudes? It's like dudes with small penises pretending like they have big dicks.
I think
Because that would take you out the element. Like, because you know what you're packing. Wouldn't you rather see a girl who's just like just a guy shoving a 2.5 incher and she goes, "Oh, you're so big." Like,
yeah. Well,
wouldn't
I
that
think
be
it's
like
not-
so much more immersive? Well, I think that's the problem with porn. It's not immersive. That's why we got cut culture.
right?
Cut culture grew because we watched too many of other people fucking. That's why I
Yeah.
don't watch porn that's not POV, because I think it's that's what's cucking people out.
Is that they get so
They're
used
getting
to watching
in-
two people
They're
fucking,
getting into watching two other people fuck,
and then
that it
they're-
mentally rewires them into the idea of watching other people fuck.
There's also, I think there's also an aspect of it that
Because like now you're just like a guy in a fucking window. You're voyeurism,
Right.
You know, you're the guy out. You're not in that. You're
which is
fucking-
also hot, but not if a dude's not if there's.
I mean, if you're
for
into
me
that.
for me at least, it's not hot for me watching two other people doing it. For me, it would be
Your wife
girl-
fucking someone else.
No,
and you're
the girl-
in a fucking closet.
girl-
You're in a closet.
the girl knowing that the guy's there but acting like he's not, and then she's like playing with herself, and then I'm watching like.
Oh,
I
so
mean-
you want solo voyeurism?
Yeah, where it's like you're watching a girl
Right.
have her personal time with herself.
I'm just saying, dude. Cut culture is blown up, and I'm
Yeah,
not
well,
saying
there's
that's
another
good or
part-
bad or whatever. But I do think it's a big part of
Yeah, well-
watching. We've watched like a lot of people get so into porn that they're watching other perspectives. That's POV,
Well,
dude.
some
I think
people-
mentally POV is the only way you can go with porn.
Well, some
Mentally.
people it's a power thing though too, where they're like
I've heard that,
You
and
know what I
I
mean?
think it's bullshit.
I don't think it's bullshit.
I think
there's
it's
dudes
such
out
bullshit.
There,
How-
they're so fucking jaded. They're so fucking.
I
like,
don't understand how it's a power move to have someone else fucking bang your girl. I've never understood how that could be a power move. It's the biggest bitch thing I've
it's
ever
like,
heard.
like,
And
I'm
if you're
giving
into that-
her-
if
I'm
you're
giving
in-
her some of what she needs.
Yeah, but that's not power, dude. That's fucking that's you're lesser than.
Well, I think that's what those.
I think that's how they
believe.
justify it.
I agree with you, but I'm just
I think that's how they
playing
justify
devil's
it.
advocate.
No,
on
you're
this
playing
side.
devil's advocate. I think that's how they justify it to themselves so they don't blow their brains out. I think that's what it is.
Well, I think a lot of people play into get pulled into the cuck thing, and then when it starts happening, they're like, "Oh, this is not really what I liked," but then they just continue on with
There
it.
is. My friend showed me a bunch of funny videos of like white dudes, like videos of them recording like their girlfriend just getting plowed out by this black guy with a fucking big dick. And then it's like one of my favorite videos my buddy sent me. It's so fucking funny. It's like this white girl, she's getting just slammed out by this black dude with a huge dick, and she's screaming. And then he flips the camera to him, and it's just a guy who goes, fucking. Like, it's the funniest video.
Oh God,
He
I
goes-
made a mistake.
Yeah, dude, it's
Oh,
the funniest
God.
video of all time I've ever been sent. I'm like, it made me cry laughing of when it's this guy. He goes, "Jeez, fucking Christ."
This is not what they said on
This is-
Reddit.
I
This is
don't-
not anything like what they did on Reddit.
I'm not feeling very powerful right now.
Just getting fucking plowed the fuck
Yeah,
out,
dude.
and him just seeing.
But also,
it's like
good-
watching his life disappear in front of him, knowing
Also a
that
good-
she's never gonna be happy again.
Well, also, how could you ever even argue with your spouse after that? That's my whole thing.
It's like
Like, how could you ever like? And that goes for girl, guys, girl,
Like,
guy. If just someone else was having sex with your spouse so much better than you, how the fuck do you even have an opinion in an argument after that? You know what I mean? And you've witnessed it. It's like, how do you even go, babe? You didn't get Brussels sprouts. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand.
you
how
mean
could
like
do it.
it'd be like watching your wife get robbed and not doing anything about it,
Yeah.
and then after that, the power dynamic in the house is definitely like, yeah, do you want to go to the store and get some food? Nah, why don't you go get it, little bitch boy?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think that's a big thing.
Well, that's I'm like I don't know. Me and the lady, we talked about all that stuff, about like swinger clubs and shit like that, and we both agreed that we wouldn't want to watch somebody else having sex with
I will
us.
at least read it. I'm not a swinger. Swinging is different than just straight up cucking, though.
It is.
Swinging because at least you're both in on the agreement that you're having other sex with other people.
Right.
So there's kind of an equality of it.
Right.
But if just one other person's watching the other person fuck someone, that's fucking bananas to me. You know what I mean? Like, I would never do either of those if I'm in a relationship. Just not my thing. God bless you for those people because, I've had sex with dudes' wives in front of them. I think it's tight. I'm a fan of it. But I could never, Like, I
think you're fucking your cable up by playing around with it.
Yeah? Okay. All right. We're good.
Yeah, hold
I
the
could never, though.
microphone.
I think it's bananas. And you know what? To each their own. And if you are a fan of that, fucking hit me a DM, dude. I'll fuck your wife. I would love to I would love to
Do you
fuck
want your wife to get railed? Call 1-800-DREW for you.
Have you ever
7. Because there has to be 7 numbers.
have you ever fucked the brains out of someone before? Have ever had your brains fucked out?
Me?
Yeah, you're like not even like you ever had someone have sex with you so good that afterwards you're like, I don't even know where I'm at, kind of thing.
Yeah, I've had
Because I don't think a lot of people think that's like a guy just girl thing, but it's like no, girls have had sex with me so good where I'm fucking clueless right now.
not in one act over a course of a night where it was just like, oh
By
my
the
god,
end, you're like
holy fucking tit fuck.
your brain, your balls are empty. You're you like sweat everything out of your body.
You're like
Your
raw
lips-
on your lips.
your
you're
lips are
raw
curling
everywhere.
back. Yeah.
You're so fucking dehydrated and raw. You're just like,
And then you sleep like the best sleep you've ever had.
yeah,
You go coma.
you could just get pussy juice all over you, everywhere.
Or semen all over you, depending
Hands.
on.
You're gonna have semen
Don't
on
fucking
you too.
come on. This is supposed to be a podcast for everybody. Don't fucking just make it.
You're
about
gonna have
people who
sperm
like
on
pussy.
you too,
Yeah,
and semen.
I've fallen asleep with sperm all over me.
Sperm and semen on
You
you.
ever just bust all over a lady? You ever bust all over a lady and then you kiss, then you make out afterwards, but then like your bodies get close, so then your guys' cums just rubbing between your bellies, and then you have sex again, and you do it again, and then you pass out and you wake up with dried cum all over you. I've done that numerous times.
Have you
That's
ever
the best.
passed out while jerking off and then woke up the next day?
No, I've
And
not
your
done
parents-
that. It's
I was
in your parents' bedroom.
No, I was in my room. I think I was all fucked up on some tranquilizers at the time.
Yeah, it sounds like you.
And I tried to hammer one out, and I guess I passed out in the middle of it. So pants pulled down like this, cock in hand, towel next to me, everything, the whole scene set up perfectly. And my mom definitely walked in to wake me up, and I was laying there like that. She didn't ever say anything, but she walked in and then walked out, and that woke me up from her like walking in the door.
Right.
So she definitely came in and saw that her son passed out while he was jacking off.
It's pretty badass. My dad walked in.
Is that a power move in the house?
I mean, it's something, dude.
It's
It's fucking weird,
it's
is what it
fucking
is.
weird as fuck.
I did
buddy.
walk in. My dad once walked in on me jacking off. My dad walked in on me getting a blowjob one time.
Oh, nice.
That's way cooler.
Okay, so yeah, dad walking in on son jacking off, embarrassing. Dad walking in on son getting a blowjob.
Proud,
He closes
proud
the door.
father.
Proud.
Yeah, proud father.
Proud. Happy.
And you know what's the crazy part, dude? I convinced that lady to finish that blowjob.
You're like, the disturbance is gone. Continue.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about my friend who got a blowjob while reading a book?
No, yes, you kind of mentioned this to me because I have the bit about that. So you,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, wasn't it The Hobbit?
I think he was reading The Hobbit and got a blowjob.
That's fucking bananas.
Yeah, it's the same guy that haggled with a stripper.
It's not about the. What is it? What
He
does it say?
haggled. He haggled with a stripper. She was sucking his cock, and she said $400 for me to finish, and he said $200.
And she said 250.
No, he said $200, and I'm like, the strength of this man to be able to haggle with a woman who's got his penis in her mouth.
Normally, if the girl's got a penis in your mouth, you like take whatever you want. You're an
Take
angel.
it
I
all,
love you.
please, pretty please.
Have you ever been sequestered
Oh,
What the
you
fuck? Mine's
keep
cutting
fucking
out.
your
I'm
mic.
not even touching it, dude. Have you ever
That's
been
good.
sequestered
Sequestered for
or
what?
or whatever the fucking
Summoned to court?
by a prostitute?
Oh, you're talking about
That's the word I'm looking for.
solicited?
Yeah, solicited. That's what sequestered.
Have you ever been sequestered?
Have you ever been non sequiturs by a prostitute?
I don't. Hey, you know what? I know what it is, but I don't know what it is. A sequitur, a non sequitur.
I don't know. They just say it in comedy, and I pretend like I do.
People say it that think they're smart. It's like I always confuse metaphor and analogy.
Yeah, I don't even think I know what satire means. I say it a lot, and then sometimes I'm like, I don't even know how. Is it satirical?
Satirical is if something's satirical. Satire is like a parody essentially.
Sometimes I just say like it's satire
Sarcasm.
or satirical, just in case if it's offensive. Then I just go, it's satire.
So
It's satire.
Wait.
Like,
So like your entire like everything that you've said in comedy
Yeah,
has been serious, but then people are like, "Bro, dude, that was so fucking satirical," and you're like, "Yeah,
yeah, it's satire.
I only say that to be funny because satire.
But here's the thing: I think I do satire,
You do it, yeah.
but I don't.
When you're like,
I'm not-
yeah, boys, I will get a sweet boy. That's being
Yeah.
you're being satire. You're doing satire.
Yeah, that's a joke.
That's satire
Definitely
right here.
Yeah, internet. That's a joke. No,
Don't look at my internet history.
yeah, but sometimes I feel like it's just a cop out. Like I just be like, yeah, it's satire. Especially if something doesn't work well and it's offensive, you just go, it's satire. You guys just didn't get it.
You guys aren't. Well, that's the saying. Saying is that.
Hey, wait, no.
Satire is.
No, wait. We gotta change subjects. We're talking about comedy.
Well, I just
Nope,
want to say
nope.
the quote.
No.
It has nothing to do with comedy. It's just a quote about satire. Satire is the highest form of comedy and the lowest form of wit.
Okay, we're done with
Suck
that.
my cock.
I would honestly, I hate that quote because I disagree with it entirely. But we can't because this is not a comedy podcast. This is a comedy podcast.
It's the highest form of comedy, lowest form of
Stop.
wit. A smart person
No
said
one
that.
gives a fuck about other people's opinions about comedy. Stop.
It's not a comedy. It's just about
Shut
satire.
up. I'll
All right, I'm done.
All right.
Quit fucking with your.
I'm not
why is
even
the cable not
touching
in
it.
all? Cable's got to be not in all the way or something.
All right, one sec. I'm gonna unplug it and plug it back in.
All right, you do that. Drew's a bitch. Oh, he can hear that, but he can't say anything about it yet.
No, I plugged it in.
How is it that that cable's bad, but the other cable was worse? But now that one's bad again.
I think I just gotta cut out again. Oh, technical.
I'm getting upset about
Is it on
this.
this side?
I don't think so.
Penis.
No, it's definitely on that side of the fucking thing. Here, let me see.
All right, you.
It's not in the fucking thing all the way. Well, we can edit this out, I guess. Or we can just leave it in and who gives a shit. I wonder if we just switch cables. That. Side. Oh, Jesus. Ah! Because I think that'll fix that. It's this fucking cable.
Mm-hmm.
This fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. I'm not flaking in and out.
All right, there we go.
And we're back.
Change the volumes. Oops, knocked over the can of Coke. Nobody was ever gonna drink anyway.
And we're back.
And we're back.
Cool.
And we're back. And I wanna watch people. I wanna watch people have sex. I want
Yeah.
to watch people have sex with my wife,
Ooh.
and then I'm gonna bring some pizza after they're done and be like, "You guys hungry? You look like you guys are hungry."
No, dude, bring orange slices. It's like a child's game. I think you're low on vitamin C.
I don't know, dude.
You don't want to get a cramp.
There's something about the bowl part of that
Fucking a guy.
that I like. No, there's something about the
No,
bowl part
bowling
of it.
rules, dude. I love bowling.
Well, there's something about that I think is appealing for a man because it's like you're dominating a man. Like I would just love to do that, and then you go to leave, and you see the dude just like laying like this on the couch crying.
yeah.
There's something, you know what I mean? There's
I have a bit about this.
no, I don't.
Yeah, well, sort of. I talked about cucking, and I'm like, all right, like that's why being a bull and cucking someone's awesome because you're like sex with a lady already pretty awesome. What could make it better? Oh, I know, the tears of a nerd. Like,
Dominating another man.
you get to be a bully and cum at the same time. It's fucking incredible.
You just look him in the eye, and you're just like,
Yeah. Calling him a puss, like no, and then you get to like fuck his girl, and then be like, your boyfriend's a fucking bitch. Like,
he's gonna make you food after this.
yeah, he's gonna make us both food. He's making a steak.
He's making a steak right now.
He's out there just going, nah,
The next
flipping
day,
a steak.
The next day they're sitting at the breakfast table. He's reading the newspaper, and she just turns and looks at him like. Well, I guess at that point,
No,
then-
she's probably happier than ever because she's probably fucking singing show tunes, walking around the house.
Yeah,
She's
but I meant, like-
she's cleaning and just dancing around the house.
the respect that you have for that guy is got to change. I mean, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
you're more friends at that point than you are lovers.
Yeah.
I think that's what ends up becoming. I think that's why a lot of those things.
They
It's
don't
really
work.
like, it's really should have been more like you guys should have just been friends.
It just doesn't end up working.
And yeah, well, I mean, like it still works because they're just friends.
Okay, well, and then in the only way that I think redemption in that would be if they reverse the roles eventually, where she's watching him.
She's watching him not please another woman. I don't think that
She's
would
like-
change much.
She's like, he does the same thing to me.
And there's just a girl sitting there just uncomfortable.
Well, it would be a good teaching moment for the man because the woman could just be like, no, like you do that with me all the time. No, the smacking thing that's just in pornos. Don't do it. Come on.
That's not just in pornos, by the way. It's not definitely.
I've
You have to smack right, dude. You're just bad at smacking. You can't. Here's the thing.
I've smacked.
Here's the thing. This is the problem with
And I
smacking.
didn't even do it hard.
That's the problem, dude. The problem with smacking, if you're gonna start doing the smacking stuff, I'm just telling you, you can't timidly do the smack. You have to 100% do the smack.
Well,
it's not on unless you 100%
We're in the
do
thing.
the smack.
We're in the thing here.
If you're
Okay,
doing
here's my
like,
leg.
if you're doing little like, I'm a little insecure about the smacking. Of course,
No.
because the whole thing that makes the smacking hot is the fucking.
Well, I was in the moment
complete-
too. Yeah, I was in the moment. Okay, so
But
my
you
leg,
did a little one.
my leg. See here with the thing. I was like,
That's not that. No, that's not good, dude. You gotta make it hurt.
You-
You gotta make it hurt. You're not smacking unless it dude. You're only smacking to make it hurt. It's supposed to be a fucking shock.
say down in the comments, ladies.
You're only smacking to make it.
There's
hurt.
no women watching this, but if there's a
You're only
woman
slapping
watching
to
this,
make it-
do you want the slapping? If you want the slapping, yes. And does it have to be hard, or does it just need to be authoritative?
Dude, that's like saying like when the girls that like to get choked, you want like a go measly. No, they want to fucking go to fucking want to fucking get really in there.
Your
Choke
fucking
my neck.
eyeballs popping out of your
Choke
skull.
my dick like the way you grab your dick. All right.
Choke my dick the way you grab your dick.
Yeah.
You mean choke my neck the way you grab your dick? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is dick twice.
Choke my dick
Ooh,
the way you
I guess it's a Freudian slip there.
choke my dick the way you grab your dick.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's what we were saying in the last episode. If it was a trans woman, you would know exactly what to do. It's perfectly fine. You can make a lady come.
I don't think we should get back on this. I think we've established this topic. We've gained it. You're a little obsessed, I think.
Oh, I am a little trans.
I've passed it.
And you're a little gay.
I'm a
We've
little gay. You're a
established
little
that.
trans.
It's fine.
Everyone's on some kind of spectrum. You're on the trans spectrum.
Some
I'm
are
on
on
the gay
multiple
spectrum.
spectrums.
Some are on,
Obviously,
dude.
we're on multiple spectrums here.
Yeah, dude, I'm on like 4 different spectrums right now. Dude, I'm
Dude,
I'm
so-
ultraviolet light over here.
I'm ultraviolet and infrared.
Dude,
motherfucker.
I'm on so many spectrums I can fucking make plants grow. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, but it's still funny. Right, guys?
Don't ask them.
Yeah, they don't
They're
fucking
not
know
here.
anyway. You're right. They don't know what's funny anyway.
Don't do that.
No, they're all pieces of shit.
Don't do that.
I'm talking about the people that don't like this podcast.
They're probably better than us. The people who don't like this are probably better than us.
Yeah. There are probably a lot of people out there that are better than us. You know that?
Yeah, most people are better than me. I'm on the lower
Drew.
sliding scale of people.
Drew, don't be so down on yourself.
No, it's not called
You're
being
a
down.
great guy.
Stop it. It's not
You're
about being
funny.
down. Shut up.
You're a good,
I hate
genuinely
you.
good
I hate
person.
you. I will fuck your wife in front of you, dude. Don't do this.
I'm doing this because I know you don't like it,
Yeah.
but you need it deep down inside.
No, I don't.
You need it in your heart.
Dude, I only take this kind of compliments from a short Latino woman, dude. I will not take it from anyone else.
You are genuinely a good person. Yeah.
Okay, well, on to the reality of
gay.
the situation. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. There's some. No,
You're
I'm
waiting
not.
for it to happen.
I'm like a Han Solo type. I'm a scoundrel.
You're a scoundrel.
Scoundrel. Dude, I'm a Nerf herder.
A Nerf herder? What does that mean?
You don't remember that in fucking Star Wars?
No.
That's like she calls him like a Leia calls Han Solo like a scruffy Nerf herder, and he treats it like it's the N-word. Like it's like a slur for fucking like
You
rag-
greasy
vagabond.
Nerf herder.
Yeah, I don't even know what a Nerf herder is in Star Wars. Like, we need to look that up, but like, yeah, it's like the Star Wars version.
George
of the N-word.
Lucas is just keeps trying to find new ways to like
They
say the
did.
N word.
And he goes, I am, like, he gets so, like, she's saying all this shit, and he doesn't give a fuck. When she calls him a scruffy Nerf herder, he's like, what the fuck did you just say?
What did you just say to me, bitch?
That's our word. Yeah, a lot of people forget that they have slurs in Star Wars, and one of them's Nerf herder.
should start just calling people Nerf herder.
Yeah.
Just walk around.
Man, there's a
the
lot,
fuck
a
outta
lot of
here,
Nerf herders in this neighborhood.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to live here. I don't know if I'd live here if I were you.
I don't think I could live
next
close
to all
to
these
so many Nerf herders.
Fucking seeing them walking down the street all the time. Yeah, fucking Nerf herders. Whoever you thought was in there, and I know I realize it's probably
I'm
like
a Nerf herder.
Shane.
I'm a Nerf
Exactly. It's like kind of almost derivative from Shane Gillis bit, but whoever you
What
thought
you
was a
said
Nerf herder,
was-
yeah, whoever you thought was a Nerf herder is your own prejudice and not ours, because Nerf herders in our mind are
Han Solo.
Han Solos.
Scruffy guys.
Dirty. Oh no.
Oh,
This is
no.
fucking, maybe it was a sign that I shouldn't say.
You shouldn't have said that. Yeah. Maybe you went too far.
I was going too far in my brain, and this thing cut off and knew exactly when to stop.
I kind of want to look up what a Nerf herder is now. Because like Star Wars is so nerdy. There's so, like they've already broken down probably in a book somewhere about what a fucking Nerf herder is. Nerf
I don't know what that was.
herder. Oh, there's a rock band called Nerf herder.
Of course there is. I bet you they do.
A Nerf
Let's talk
herder.
about-
A Nerf herder, also spelled Nerf herder, but with
PH?
No, with a fucking
NURF.
one of those lines in the middle. I don't know. What do you call those again? What's those lines?
Strikeout.
No, those lines that are
Strike through?
sideways. Hyphen. Or Nerf herder.
What do you
all
call
one
those
word.
lines? The lines.
Was someone who herded Nerfs on various planets throughout the galaxy.
Okay.
As it was perceived as an occupation for lower class beings, the term Nerf herder became an insult used throughout the Star Wars galaxy.
Okay. It's like if
It's a class slur.
any Turkish people out there, my boss used to call one of the Turkish dudes that works there, he used to call him Choban.
It's like immigrant.
Let's call him farmer.
Yeah,
They
dude,
call someone a farmer, calling him Choban.
It's redneck, essentially, right?
Yeah, it's essentially you're calling somebody a redneck.
Because doesn't redneck come out from those people who worked out in the field and like where that like originates from?
Yeah.
Your neck got red because you're out in the sun and you burned.
Yeah, and also all the anti-Semitism and racism running through your
Oh
veins.
yeah, wasn't actually isn't redneck have something to do with like communism, like fucking the red scarf you wore around your neck or some shit like that? Didn't I hear
Yeah,
about
but it was
that?
from the United States.
But there
they
was
were-
something about that I think about.
Jamie, look that up.
I'm looking it up right now. I swear to God, I wouldn't normally look it up, but I just that redneck orange. It has something to do with
They
like,
had
fucking
they wore a red
communism.
scarf, and it wasn't with communism. It was with working something about
Working class.
Working class. They were all wearing scarves for some reason.
No, this one says mid 19th century from the idea of the back of the neck being sunburned from outdoor.
Well, that's probably what some fucking guy who thought he was smart just wrote up there, and everybody's like, "Yeah, it makes sense," which does make sense. But there's historical.
Okay,
something.
here we go. Redneck term origins. Is it a slur or an Appalachian labor using nickname?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Something I think about, like the labor union was wearing red scarves. That also
Yeah.
comes from that.
And
Oh well,
it-
who cares about white slurs?
Yeah. Well, and then there was a town Scrip. There was a Scrip. You know what Scrip is? Where you have they used to have those company towns, and you'd go and you'd work in the company town, and they'd pay you in company Scrip. So it wasn't in money. You'd get money that was only redeemable at the
Script.
in Scrip, and you would pay in Scrip at the stores, and all the prices for all the goods would be higher because the store was owned by the company you work for.
Sounds like socialism.
So no, it was basically a way to fuck people out of their money as hard as they could. So you lived in a town, you paid rent with Scrip, which you got paid from the company. It was valued based on what the company said, number one. Number two, then they could just raise the prices of everything else. And because you're stuck in this fucking town, there's no other way to get out. You're forced to pay in Scrip. And it was pretty cool. Like, I collect coins. I'm probably a little
white
autistic.
people had it rough too, huh? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, it wasn't just white people, but yeah, it was.
No, I don't really care. It sounds like you're dumb. Just fucking move.
Yeah, well, some people couldn't just do. Well, a lot of people did, and that's how they got here. That's probably why a lot of our families are here because of the automotive industry. They moved from mining areas up here. Exactly. Yeah, I know. History. Well, we're digging here right now.
Yeah.
We're trying to find
Fucking
a
digging.
nugget.
Fucking digging into a what?
Trying to find a fucking nugget here, you fucker.
We're digging into a septic tank full of shit right now.
Well, you're supposed to, if I'm digging, you're supposed to fucking find the nugget.
I was just tuned out, dude.
You're just like, company Script.
you said scrit so many times. I was like,
I
okay,
love,
cool.
that's the fucking thing. I wanted to see how many times I could say Script.
I know. I even noticed that. That's why I just said scrit.
You
Nowhere.
just fucking got upset.
It is a fun word.
It just upset
Script.
you. Script.
Scrit. It sounds like a rap phrase.
I got Script. Yeah.
Script.
Driving down the road, my car goes Script, 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 Script. Pay the money on the store with my Script. Boss came and killed my firstborn child. Script.
That's not cool.
What's wrong with killing the firstborn?
You can only kill the firstborn if you're fucking one of the plagues that was let down on Egypt.
What about Satanism? What do you think about it? You like it?
It's pretentious.
Pretentious?
I
Yeah.
liked it. So okay, so like that's the weird part is like I got into Satanism for a while because I like the whole ideology that like a lot of people think Satanism is like, ooh, like I fucking worship Satan, but it's actually more about worshiping yourself and that anything you want to happen in this world, there's no God doing it. Like you're kind of the creator of your own world. You're in
the
charge of your
God.
own destiny.
Yeah.
So at that point, then you realize it's not about worshiping Satan. So and these people aren't Satan worshipers. So then the whole thing,
Self-empowerment.
yeah. So then the whole thing just becomes antagonized.
LARPing
Well, it's-
losers.
It's antagonistic to Christians for no fucking reason.
Yeah, so they're LARPing like they love Satan,
Yeah,
but in
well, it's like,
reality
I-
it's just
It's just more of like you're just rejecting. You're rejecting the beliefs.
bad guy in your
Yeah. So it's just particularly to be antagonistic for no reason.
Instead of you just going, I have my own moral compass.
You're fucking atheist. It's more of a philosophy than it is a religion.
Right. But there is real Satanism out there.
Not really.
Yeah, well, there's still people out there that actually practice.
Yeah,
that
they do
shit.
one. There's like a fucking satanic temple in Detroit, but they don't even really. They still don't believe in.
That's
but they don't
the
even believe
commercialized Satanism shit. There's
where
real
it's just
people
not
out there
even
that
believing
believe
in
in
Satan.
God and Satan and want the bad part.
Yeah, like 7 people, dude. Like 7 people.
Well, I'm not talking about the.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
and
the.
you know what? And you know what also?
The hipster Satanists.
There's also people out there that think Rosie O'Donnell's talented. All right, and there's 7 of them out there. Okay, call back to like 3 episodes ago, dude. Call out.
Wouldn't it be funny if they're also real Satanists?
Well, that's how it's like, there's people out there that actually think that. It's like, it's like 5 people. Who gives a fuck?
I don't know. I think there's more. I get into that Satanism shit.
There's not.
I go to those fucking rabbit holes where
There's
you
not.
read
Every
it all.
time, like, I like the Hail Satan shit, and I did it for a while, and I still like throwing up devil horns. That's fun. And like when I'm watching a metal band, I like all the satanic. I like the aesthetic of Satanism. Like I think it's just cool looking, like devils and shit. But also, it's like people who like wear that garb out. Honestly, it's so funny that I'm saying this. This is so hypocritical. I just realized I'm wearing an upside down cross shirt.
Like those dudes are fucking losers.
Those guys
They're never
are
going
losers.
anywhere
They're
in
so-
life.
Dude,
They're pieces of shit.
Just saying that, I'm like, you know what? I am wearing a Merciful Fate upside down cross shirt.
Dude, why does it feel? I don't know.
But again, it's
keep
not like
talking.
I'm into it. But I just like the aesthetics.
Keep talking because I'm gonna keep trying to. Right now, for whatever reason, I'm in a mode where I want to bring stuff like Crowley. Aleister Crowley.
Mm-hmm.
He has one book.
Mr. Crowley.
Yeah.
I just think of fucking Ozzy.
He has a book. It's called Book of Lies, and it has one of the best poems I ever read. It's called The Blind Webster.
Oh, he wrote poems?
Well, he wrote.
Damn, dude, he is a
It's
fucking.
supposed to be spells,
They suck. I hate poems.
but this one in particular was really cool because it kind of gave that philosophy of, it's like the god is. You create a god out of clay. The clay becomes God. So essentially, everything you create is God.
Yeah.
So
I would love to see. I want to just see monkeys evolve to a point that we come across like a band of monkeys out in the rainforest, and they've created a god out of sticks and mud.
and then just stomp.
Dude, just destroy it and watch them fucking have a fucking. I don't know, dude. It's like one of my like. That's all I want. I want to live long enough where monkeys develop.
Start
higher
using
enough
tools.
Well, they already do. They use tools.
Well, yeah, they use a stick and a fucking like ant hole.
It's a tool.
Okay.
I want to see them not even develop.
Ban tools sucks.
I want to see monkeys develop, not to the point where they speak language or they're even that smart, but they create primitive religions. I would fucking love that so much.
And it's based on like some dumb shit that humans do. Like a plane flies by every once in a while. And they're
And
like,
then they create. Yeah. And they create like a fucking idol made out of like dung that's just like half monkey, half plane.
every time a plane flies by, they're,
And then you just go there and you just fucking drone strike them and make it so it's like raptures happening to them. Just drone strike.
Yeah,
They're becoming too self-aware. Drone strike them.
so thousands of years from now, when they're able to like write,
I don't even think it's thousand. Well, I don't
I
think
meant like
they'll-
thousands of years from now, when they've developed written language.
Oh man, did you ever read
They
that?
write about the time that you drone strike them.
Yes, dude.
As
All right.
like the apocalypse.
Do you know that really fucking hipster book, like The Story of B or some shit like that? The book about the guy who meets the gorilla that can talk, and he explains to him all the problems about
Ishmael.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, I've read that. I had a girl
I hate that
made me
book.
watch
I
it.
hate that book. I think it's the most pretentious.
I liked
piece
it.
Of shit of
Okay,
all
I
time.
liked it when I first read it, but I think it was because I was trying to fuck the chick that told me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's what everyone did. Every guy read it because.
Oh yeah,
some
this is a
hipster
great
chick-
book. It's it's
no,
definitely
it sucks.
deep.
It's such
Let me
a-
show you deep.
It's such a pretentious book, and then I've read that book, and I went recently to watch back the Planet of the Apes movies, and it's like, this is just shitty Planet of the Apes. This is what Dr. Zaius was saying. Like, legit.
Yeah.
It's what Dr. Zaius says in 1968's Planet of the Apes, except just dragged out into more detail. He does the whole speech about it's a fucking ape telling humanity that they're built to kill and fucking destroy this planet. That's what it's doing, except in a less entertaining way and also in way more words. Dr. Zaius needed 30 seconds of speech to say the same point.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So shout out Dr. Zaius, because I watched the old Planet of the Apes and I was like, damn, Ishmael's a fucking bitch version of Dr. Zaius.
Hot take.
It's like if Dr. Zaius was gay.
Hot take.
Dr. Zaius rules too.
It's
Talk
pretty
about
sweet.
the Forbidden Zone shit.
There's
like
new-
that.
there's
It's
like
so
a new
much
one
better.
coming out.
Planet of
There's
the
a new
Apes
one
is,
coming out.
I know the new ones are awesome too. I love the Planet of the
I
Apes
just
movies.
started. I haven't finished the War of the Planet of the Apes or whatever.
They're incredible. They're so good.
I don't know. I enjoy them too.
I think Planet of the
So-
Apes might be the most underrated film franchise of all time.
Well, they
Not
keep
saying it's
coming
the
out,
best.
and you don't hear about it.
But I think it's the most underrated.
Well, like they keep coming out, and
'Cause
you don't
they have
really
their
hear much
fan
about
base.
them. They do well. There's a good reason behind it. I mean, it's
They're
just the
fucking
whole entire
fantastic.
idea is awesome.
And also, it fucking nails humanity better than fucking Ishmael ever could.
Yeah,
Ishmael is fucking gay, pretentious hipster version of Planet of the Apes.
Doctors.
And they did it before them. That's even the crazier part. So like when you I read Ishmael, I don't know when the fuck it came out, but it was after the 68. So then you go read this, and this is like a hipster fucking love novel that they all like fucking preach about, and you're like, bro, they did this with fucking Planet of the Apes in 68 with Charlton Heston. How dumb is that?
Yeah,
And they did it better.
Yeah, and these pretentious motherfuckers that read that book after they were done reading, they just started recycling. That's the only thing that they changed in their life.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I'm gonna recycle now. That'll save everything. And now I feel better. It's like you ever watch the fucking movie Food Inc. or whatever, where they show about like all the bad stuff they do to animals and shit. I was a vegetarian after I watched it. I was like, hey, I wonder if I could do this. And in the end, like the last 3 or 4 months, all I was eating was bread and cheese. And I had gotten so like vitamins in my body were so bad. When I went to the doctor, they took my blood. They're like, yeah, you've got extremely low B12, everything like that. And I was like thinking like I'm doing a vegetarian, better, healthy diet.
Yeah.
I lost weight though, but like
But
everything
you
else.
probably lost a fuck ton of muscle.
Yeah. So then immediately I went out and bought like this big bag of like salami sticks. It just fucking crunched
Just
into
went the
them.
complete opposite.
And then I puked blood because my body had not been used to eating.
There's 2 things I want to say about that. One, I love that you did the bread and cheese diet.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I wanted to do that once, but not for any like fucking bullshit health reasons or veganism. Like, dude, I just want to eat like a medieval peasant. Like, where it's like not even like you get like the already made loaf, and I want to just like see what it's like if you just ate like, because that's how they'd eat. They'd be like, I'll have the cheese and the loaf of bread, and then they'd be at a tavern.
It's like
and they
charcuterie boards all the
without
time.
without it pre-cut, you know.
Yeah, well, that's like normally a charcuterie board's supposed to be like the bread there, and you cut the bread, and then you cut the cheese.
But they
and
didn't
you cut
like
the meat.
like old almost
how it's
like
supposed to be, not when you go to a
fantasy
party.
medieval setting. It's like not even, they wouldn't even cut it. They just have like this
It's just a
fucking-
stew.
They just have a loaf of bread and like a meat broth.
Yeah, you got
And
a
just-
bowl with some stew that was just a mix
Not even
of
a
whatever
stew.
they found.
It's just like the broth left of the stew.
Yeah, or like the bones, like they would boil the bones,
yeah.
and then you'd have the bone broth.
Yeah, and then you
I
dip
essentially
bread
eat
in
that
it.
all the time.
I want to just do a medieval diet.
I
Just to
just-
like see how those people lived.
I still eat that,
And then the second point I want to make is that I
Sorry.
tried to go vegan. Did I ever tell you about the time I tried to go vegan?
who are you trying to fuck?
No, actually, no one.
Okay, you just
I got really on this science kick. Like I was listening to a lot of Neil deGrasse Tyson, who's now like a piece of shit now.
Yeah.
And they were just talking about like, and like this is the big reason I would say veganism, like that I get it, it's not because we should help animals and all that bullshit. The big thing that you could argue about why people should go veganism is that like a lot of pollution is actually created, or at least damage to the ozone is based off of livestock raising.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like a need for me to be like that. I was getting super into science and environmental control. So I was like, oh, this is better for the environment because like they're gonna fucking like the raising of all this livestock, because they even talk about like, well, people always will go, you know, that like fucking cow farts create more damage to the ozone than cars.
Yeah.
And they're not wrong.
Right.
They're actually not wrong. Like people try to like mock the car ozone problem to it. It's like, yo, you're not wrong. That's why also like why our dependency on beef and shit like that, it's actually affecting the environment. But so I try to do vegan, right? To like, be like a good little scientist boy, right?
Yeah.
And I did it for fucking 3 days. I went 3 days, and then I got out of work and I caved so hard. I ordered a pizza and I got cheeseburgers and ate those cheeseburgers on my way to pick up a pizza. Like it was almost sexual the way I ate this shit. I was like, oh God, beef and cheese is so good. Animal products are delicious. I've never gone back, dude. It's too good. Fuck the environment. I don't even care. Let this whole fucking world burn if I can just keep eating cheeseburgers. I don't care. They're so good.
Well, there's an argument for it that people try to do all the time, but it never works out. We could do the same thing with anything. If everybody all one day just decided, all right, for this entire week, I'm not buying any meat. Mm-hmm. For 1 week. We would destroy everything. Like they couldn't, like all that meat, all the shit that would go to waste, all the money they'd lose, everything would just destroy the fucking supply chain.
It would fuck the economy.
It would fuck the economy, but here it would force them to change the way it is right now. Like we'd probably start seeing more farmers and shit around here.
No, but here's also the other thing that I think a lot of people forget about with like this shit. Like so, like a lot of these environmentally friendly jobs, a lot of them would go out of jobs because a lot of that shit's funded by the people that are fucking up the ecosystem. Up. Like those are like, that's what people don't realize. Like all these eco-friendly jobs, like we need more of those. It's like, you know who's funding those? It's the people that are fucking up the ecosystem. Like, so if you make them go out of commission, all those eco-friendly jobs are going to leave.
Yeah, that's right.
They're funding a lot of it
because that's like more people working.
That's what they do to like pay back and then like try to make their company not seem evil. They heavily, a lot of those companies heavily invest in the environment more than the environment, like way more than the companies that aren't fucking touching the environment.
So it's like you try to fuck the economy and you try to fuck this whole business up, and you end up getting put out of a job because you're part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're working at Burger King, like flipping these burgers.
Now you're back to flipping burgers that are now more cockroach than fucking meat. You know what I mean? Like that's what it ruined everything. Because they're gonna still have Burger King. You can kill the fucking meat supply. They don't have to be that much meat.
The bugs.
It's gonna be a bunch of ground up cockroaches with a little bit of beef in it.
Well, it's coming already anyway.
Well, I love that's like class warfare to me now. It's like when they're like trying to convince people how you should eat bugs, and like it's actually not that weird. It's protein. It's like, dude, this is rich people trying to trick poor people to eat bugs now because the dystopian future we live in, that poor people are only gonna be allowed to eat bugs.
Yes,
like, that's all we're gonna be able to afford and farm. So like, get used to the idea. No, just don't be closed-minded.
Yeah, they've got
other cultures do it.
They've got
and it's
videos,
like, dude, you're just preparing us to live in a dystopia where we have to eat bugs.
Yeah, they have videos of
and
like
the richer
celebrities eating fucking bugs and going, delicious,
and, dude,
right?
And in the future, dude, all of those rich people
Wash my car.
All those rich people are still going to be eating prime-aid grade beef.
Oh yeah, they're going to be.
And we're all going to be eating fucking.
Awesome.
We're all going to be eating grasshoppers and fucking cockroaches.
This.
And being like,
this is great.
Like, I'm doing so much for the environment.
Well, it's like it's like the pod thing too, like the mini houses and the pod shit too.
Oh my god, dude! I just
like,
talked to a friend about this.
Please live in a very small house. It's better this way.
My friend made me laugh so hard because like he's like a very altruistic kind of guy, and he went to down to Ohio just to look at how they're selling those 3D printed houses now.
Yeah.
And he made me laugh so hard because he was telling me about him. I'm like, this is why rich people shouldn't try to solve poor people problems because they're so out of touch. He goes, this is called affordable housing. We print it off like 3D. And he's like, well, how much is the house? And he goes, $150,000. He's like, how is that affordable housing? And he goes, well, the amount of money you'll save on your energy bill. It's, what, $5 a month? Like, what the fuck?
It's like
you'll save $110 a year on your energy bill. And that will make up the 100. It's like, what are you
over the next 20 years?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
So it's like, dude, it made me cackle laughing because I'm like, rich people are so out of touch that they have no idea. Like, rich people are the only people trying to solve poor people problems, but they're so detached from the poor, they don't even know how, and they don't even know what they're
poor
talking
people
about.
eat. What do poor people like? Warmth.
Oh, what if we just fed them bugs? That would feed the hunger problem.
Well, there's
Like, do you know how dystopian future that is? It's
yes, they have
like, poor
the
people need to eat. Well, have we thought about feeding them bugs? It's good for the environment and it has a nice form of protein. And then like, people are like, you're closed-minded. I'd eat a bug. It's like, dude, we shouldn't have to eat bugs.
no.
That's
We
not-
should eat the things that we like that taste good, and not some fake version of it. It's there was that fucking story of some, I don't remember what company it was, but the owner walked through the factory and looked at everything, and he was like, why are we throwing this out? Why are we throwing this out? Blah, blah. He goes outside and they see the runoff coming from the factory into the water, and the guy's like, what can we do with that runoff? What can we make out of that to make money? That's literally all they're doing. The fucking rich dude walking around his backyard, he's like, there's a hell of a lot of bugs out here.
Yeah.
You know, we could just start rounding those up and feeding them to those fucking poor people. We can make some good money off of that.
Well, it's like if you make bug farms are like, I mean, that's not the correct term, but I know like when they do
Bug
like
farm.
like the way they create like grasshoppers for like if you have a lizard
Consumption
like
and
no,
shit.
not even that
Oh,
for like
yeah.
pets and shit like that. Like if you have reptiles or shit like that, like the way they produce those, it's insanely cheap.
Yeah.
And also you don't even have to. No one gives a fuck about insect rights, so you can create them in very, very where they're all climbing on top of each other type chambers. So you can do it in small.
Well, I've seen videos.
Small, like
We have a lizard, so I've seen videos where they show you how you can do it yourself. Like essentially, you just using from McDonald's, the little like cup holder things.
Yeah.
He's like, throw a little of those cardboard in there. They'll fucking reproduce. Give them food. Take half of them out. Leave the rest in there. They'll reproduce. You never have
it's
to buy
fucking
crickets again.
cheap.
But
But
like
also
now
it's
I
like-
can eat them.
Have you ever seen some of those tanks? Some of the tanks are like 3 inches deep, where it's like they're swimming.
Yeah,
within each other.
They're just crawling all over each other like fucking.
Because like some people could say that's how we do with cows, but at least cows are not on top of each other.
Yeah, they're just right
smashed
next to each
next to each other. But like with them, you can even put them on top of each other. You can
Right.
start building up.
Fucking, you can really just make a bucket full of them, and they don't even care. They're just like.
Well, I think
Yeah.
some of them go to cannibalism. Like I know locusts start eating themselves. I only know that because I was just watching this breakdown about The Exorcist 2.
You're like, oh, locusts eat each other. I'm
Well,
gonna put
no,
that in
because they
my
did like a
memory
bunch of
bank.
locusts, and they talked about that was the problem with the film was that like they flew in so many locusts, and like they were supposed to do all live locusts, but then the locusts were eating each other.
Oh well,
And they even bring it up in the film that locusts do like there's like a cannibalism in locusts where it's like if they can't find food, they will start eating each other.
who was the director of that film? George Lucas.
That's good.
I hate fucking puns. If you didn't know that, I hate them. Don't do them. I hate them. Even the people I like that do them,
Yeah.
I hate them. I hate puns.
No, they're not.
They're not very punny. I'm trying to find a way to end this.
What time are we at?
We're at 1:12.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was gonna say, I think we need to do like 3 more because we had that technical difficulty.
Yeah, living in a pod.
Living the Vita Loca.
living
Vita Loca.
living the Vita Loca
Dude,
in
Ricky
your
Martin.
pod.
Ricky Martin was awesome. I don't care what people say. Like a lot of people made fun. Like he got a lot of shit for being gay, even though I don't even know if he was gay. I think he
Why
was just,
did people care?
Well, I think it was a one thing that like I don't. Is Ricky Martin gay?
He is gay.
He was closeted gay though for a while.
Yeah,
yeah, and like people were like he's gay, but also, I mean, that just happened to be like where art imitated life because like I don't think like anything about him was gay. I think people started calling him gay because women liked him.
They're like, oh, you like?
Because I mean, like
you like
that's-
this man that's attractive,
dude.
That guy's gay.
That is, I mean, tell me, isn't that just what men do?
Yeah.
If girls start loving a guy, you go, that guy's gay.
That guy's fucking good.
That's what happened to every boy band when girls scream about them.
Right.
Like, those guys, they're gay.
They're fucking getting more tail than anybody.
Justin
ever.
Bieber's gay. He's
He's-
not even cool. Just
he's
because
so
every
fucking
girl in
gay.
high school liked him, you're like, he's gay.
He was spitting on his fans, and they were still like, "I want to fuck him."
Yeah. Jennifer Love Hewitt had that weird thing with him.
Did she?
She said she kissed him on the cheek and said he was cute when he was like under 18.
Oh,
And and there was like this big throw up about how inappropriate that is, but since it's a girl and a guy, no one gave a fuck. Because imagine like Nick Nolte doing that to Demi Lovato.
okay, yeah.
Nick like, you're a beautiful lady.
You're so goddamn.
Dude, Nick Nolte goes, hey, you're such a gorgeous girl. God damn it, you're so gorgeous.
You're such a beautiful little girl.
Dude, if you don't know Nick Nolte, look up Nick Nolte and like Demi Lovato when she's on Nickelodeon. Just imagine Nick Nolte or smooching Demi Lovato. You're so beautiful.
You're such a
God
beautiful
damn it,
little
you're
girl.
so beautiful. Eddie Murphy won't return my calls anymore. We did another 48 hours. You won't return
You're
any
such
more
a pretty
calls.
little lady.
God damn it, he won't
Well, there's
return
that-
any more of my calls.
There's like that creepy shit that people do all the time, like where they see like a 13-year-old girl and they're like, wait till she gets older. It's like,
I don't do that all the time.
not, I didn't say you.
No, I don't think people. I'm just saying. I
But
think
there's people that do it. They're
I
like,
think when I was
they're like,
younger-
oh, you better watch out when she gets
I don't
older.
hear that anymore. I think we nipped. I think the man community has nipped.
Gotten rid of that.
I think women need to get more on the pedophilia in the women community.
Really?
I think that's honestly like more. It's like generally accepted where they'll like talk about like a teenage boy in a movie.
Be like, oh, I wonder what his cock looks like.
Not even that, but they're like, he's so cute and like I like him. Like men, we're
I
so.
wonder what shape cock he has.
I think we've gotten so pedophile hyper aware that men are nipping it in the butt, and women need to fucking get on that.
I want to see his cock and balls.
Dude, women are still fantasizing about like their fucking like pool boy and thinking that's cool. Where it's like guys
True.
now would be like, if you like say like I mean porn will say a difference because there's a lot of porn out there about babysitters, but at least publicly we'll shame each other.
So like, yeah. So if I had my pool still set up and we're both just sitting on my deck, and an 18-year-old
Yeah, even 18
pool girl comes, she's cleaning my pool,
even
and
legal
I look over,
18-year-old.
Yeah, I look over and I'm like, Drew, what do you fucking check that out?
I'd be like, dude, what the fuck? That's fucking weird.
Yeah,
You a pedophile, even though technically she's
technically
18.
legal, yeah.
That's weird. But I think women are not doing that as much in their community.
you don't think
Not at all.
you hear that, women?
Women, you
Drew's
need to get
calling
your
you
own.
out.
Stop making women pedophiles.
Yeah. Well, I think the difference is they don't act on it as
well,
much.
yeah, well, fucking men are definitely acting on it
Just
more.
fucking testosterone
Well,
filled
also
fuck
because
machines.
there's like a whole thing with women and men where men are using power to take advantage of younger women, even if men are being more close. I'm just saying in the zeitgeist.
Let me give you a ride home so you get home safely.
In the zeitgeist of things, I don't think actually like there's definitely still more men being harassing of women younger age than women. I'm just saying. I think men as a group are more publicly shaming each other for it. We're doing like a better job of it.
Men have started to get better at taking care of those things.
Yeah,
policing
and I don't.
each other.
I think because women don't look at it as much of an issue, but you still see all these fucking high school teachers banging high school boys. It's like women get on that.
Yeah, well, because the excuse is always like, the dude's horny, dude.
Well,
he
also
wants
it's
to fuck
because
it.
you see how old they're making these boys look nowadays.
Call back.
Call back to episodes ago.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's fucking not fair. We need to fucking.
It's totally fair. I'm just saying.
You need to police that shit. If we have to police our shit, you police your shit.
I'm just saying. I think we're doing a good job. I mean,
doing a better job.
Clearly, it's still a fucking really bad problem that's happening in America, and we probably could do more. I'm just saying we're not accepting of it as much as women. I think.
True. Okay. Yeah. Okay. True. Even if it's just dudes in a group, I have experienced it too, or myself done it. Where if somebody's doing something inappropriate, a man will be like, "Dude, fucking don't." Like some chick comes in and then you're like, "Man, that chick's a fucking dog." You just be like, "Dude, why do you have to fucking? Why do you have to do that?
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, she is a fucking dog.
Yeah, you secretly say it in your mind and then look up porn that looks like just like
Just
her when
like
you
that
go
chick.
home.
And you're like, only 200 views? I got you, baby. I'm going to get that up to 300.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to make fun of the way that I do my jerk-off thing?
That's
It
not
has
how
to
you
be
jerk
like
off, dude. You jerk off like this. You even showed earlier, dude. You did a little,
When it was soft, that's what I did. I
you
can't
get hard anymore. Come on. That's what the war did to you.
The war made me not get hard
The war
anymore.
made you soft permanently.
I need my wife to just start screaming at me in German to get my dick
That's what you
hard.
say, you go-
She's
you
got to
go-
make bombs and flashing noises and fucking flashing noises. I don't know what that means.
You go.
Just gotta-
You think I didn't sacrifice for this country? He goes, my dick can't get hard anymore unless an IED goes off in my backyard.
Yeah, she's got to set off a firecracker in the bedroom, and then I'm just like,
She lights a fire. She lights.
America!
Yeah, she gets a tin.
America!
She gets a tin bucket and throws a firecracker in it, so it sounds like a machine gun. I'll do it all for the red, white, and blue.
Did it all for the red, white, and blue.
You cut me open, dude. I bleed red, white, and blue. You cut me, I bleed red, white, and blue. All right.
Yeah, well, red, white, and blue.
Red, white, and wait. When in your case, red, white, and blue balls. Actually, I think that deserves. Let me try that again. That deserves the patunch.
Okay.
When it comes to your case, Chris, it's more like red, white, and blue balls. All right, I think that's the end.
All right.
That's
For all of us here at SexMonkeyDungeon, I love you. I didn't really mean to say mean things to you.
this one is
It's
this is a
stupid.
very philosophical.
This was kind of philosophical.
We deep dive.
you
We
know,
weren't
who
as
gives a
silly,
fuck?
dude. We
You
got
know?
angry about modern day society.
You guys can have whatever you want. I think it's fine. You know, if you don't like it, then just go to the next one.
No, if you know, you guys can do whatever you want. Just know you're gonna burn in hell because God is a man and he's Roman Catholic.
And he fucking hates women. That's why he makes them bleed.
Yeah, he's very strict on what holes to use and what ones not to use.
He's like, put it in the butthole one more time, and it's over for you,
He goes,
Chad.
I hope you like eternity in burning flames. No, if God,
Burn in hell.
if God exists, he's an all loving. Well, God's gender neutral.
If God,
if anything.
if God exists, he's got a cock and a vagina.
He's got neither. I think.
You don't think so?
I think
You
he's
eunuch?
more like a Ken doll, or actually more probably like a Barbie. He's probably got bosoms because how'd he feed the world?
Well, that's why I'm saying he's like he's got both things.
Dude, honestly, if you think about it, if you're non-binary, you're closer to God than others.
Wow. You hear that, non-binary
That's what I
people?
think.
Stop ragging on religion. You're closer to God than we
No,
are.
I think religious people need to stop ragging on non-binaries for being closer to God.
I think both. Both. We should all love Jesus or Satan
or
or-
Muhammad,
or nothing matters and we're all
or
gonna die
Buddha,
and none of this stuff
or
matters.
Zeus, or fucking Horus.
Yeah, or that guy that
Ra. Ra's my favorite.
Or
of the
Charles
Egyptian
Manson.
gods, the sun god Ra. Did I ever
Dude.
tell you I like used to tell girls when I date them, they're like, if you had a kid, what would you name him? I'm like, if I have a son, I want to name him Ra. And they're like, what? I'm like, Ra, like R-A, after the fucking sun god of Egypt. You know how powerful a name
So
that
wait,
is?
wait. So first they had to. We're getting a little long, but they had to first get over the fact of they had to get over your autism stuff, and then they're like, first kid we're gonna have, name him Ra.
Yeah, I would love to. I think that's
So
such
like
a
I thought
powerful
this
name.
I thought I got used to all of this stuff, and then more things.
Yeah, dude, name him after the sun. I want to name my son after the sun.
I forget which one I liked. I liked the fucking like jackal head one. I forget what that one was called.
Ra's the best.
The one that was like the dead, like the god of the dead.
Yeah,
What
you
was
want
his
you
name?
fucking evil gods, dude.
Well, I liked wolves.
I know who you're talking about. He's like the Hades version of Egypt.
Yeah, I thought that guy was just cool looking.
Well, you just like wolves.
I like wolves.
You're
yeah.
just an edgy boy who's like wolves are cool.
No, I was back in the day like wolves.
Also, Rob might be a lady.
Like-
I might be getting this. Wait, give me 1 sec. I want to clarify the gender of Rob. Rob might be a goddess. I might be just fucking this completely up.
No, I'm pretty sure Ra is.
No, but I've also definitely have seen depictions of Ra as a goddess.
Well, we've already established that Ra is both. So non-binary people, you're closer to Ra too. Love Ra.
No, it is a guy. Ra is the sun god of ancient Egypt. He is one of the oldest deities in the Egyptian pantheon. It has later merged with others such as Horus, becoming Ra-Horakati,
So I was
the morning sun, or Amun as noonday sun, and Autumn, the evening sun, associated with primal life-giving energy. So yeah, dude,
So-
naming your son Ra, and that's the bird-headed guy.
So maybe this was an autism thing when I was a kid. I got super into wolves, and
Definitely.
to
That's
tell
not
you the
even with
truth,
the question. That's
okay,
definitely.
to tell you how much I knew about it. I knew that we didn't have any wolves in North America except for on Isle Royal, and I used to fantasize about being able to finally go to Isle Royal to see wolves, and then years later, still in my mind. Years later, I found out that those wolves were traveling across the ice. They are now in the northern part of Michigan, and they're making their way south. And I got happy. I'm like, I'm going to see a wolf one day.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm going to see a wolf one day.
Have you ever heard of a zoo?
I've seen them in zoos, but I want to see one in real life.
Dude, if you see one in real life, he's going for the jug. He's going for the jugular.
I just want to be in the woods.
It's the last thing you'll ever see. Be one of the last things you ever heard. You're gonna think it's cool, and then you hear it, and then you're gonna shit your pants. You're gonna run.
I'm gonna fight one with my bare hands. And
I've been
I'm gonna
playing a lot
kill
of
it.
survival video
And I'm going
games,
to cut them
dude.
open, and I'm
My
going to
God.
skin them, and I'm going to make a jacket.
What do you think?
I'm going
What
to wear
was
it
that
around
fucking-
town.
what was that
And I'm going
movie?
to fuck everything, and I'm going to fuck every time just wearing only the wolf skin that I
What was
killed with
that
my bare
fucking-
hands.
What was that movie with Liam Neeson? The Gray? Where at the end of the movie, he fucking takes all the broken bottles from the plane because it's all about stranded. He breaks all the glass of those little shot glasses and he tapes them to his knuckles. It just ends with him squaring off to fight all like off a
I
horse.
didn't see that.
Dude, it rules. He tapes fucking broken glass to his knuckles, and they end the movie like just that. Like he's about to square off with this fucking pack of wolves. And he just has glass taped on his knuckles. It's so badass. And like
Well,
the
it's a
idea
wolf
is like
movie,
he's
so-
he's gonna die. Be like he's probably gonna take one with him. You know, like
Well, you can imagine my disappointment as a child when I saw the movie Dances with Wolves, and it wasn't really about wolves.
when they did no dancing in that movie. That's
And there
the-
was no dancing. I thought it was going to be like
You thought it was gonna be Footloose
Dirty
with
Dancing. I used to also be obsessed with Land Before Time.
That makes sense. I think we got to wrap though.
Yeah, we're wrapping it up. Land Before Time. Go watch it.
All right,
Wolves.
dog.
This has been Sex Monkey Dungeon.